We'll start by loosening up. Then I'll continue to watch the waiting room. So I'll be sending out a message today and decided to defer new fee schedule till till the pandemic is over, and we'll continue as pay what you can. But we will start the new classes next week, so everything will reset. The instruction will begin from the beginning with all the classes. And I'm going to have to change the Tuesday schedule because I'm getting my allergy shots Tuesday morning and they're getting increasingly strong, the dose. So Tuesday at 7 becomes problematic when I'm having a reaction to having a dose of all the things I'm allergic to all combined in one shot. Spring trees and late summer ragweed, dogs. I forget, there's about 12 different things. So, all right. Bring the feet together, we'll loosen up the knees. Also, I will be online tomorrow at 10 for the organ Qigong. And tomorrow evening at 9 I will, tonight at 9 will be Inner Smile. And then tomorrow at 9 I'll broadcast my meditation session if anybody wants to join me. And then Friday at 10 we'll have a complete performance of 8 pieces of brocade. Change direction. And now let's do the ankles. Change direction. That's not my ankle making that noise, that's my shoestring flapping about. So. Now, the other foot. Change direction. first some stretches. So one of the stretches you can do for the shoulder is to bring the arm across the body like this and press in on the elbow. We have done this one in the warm-up for cane exercise. We'll hold for about 30 seconds. And then we'll do the other side. And Rob has joined us. So we just stretched the left shoulder this way, and now we're stretching the right shoulder. We're holding for about 30 seconds. And now, this one over the head, like, whoa, this one. So, now, what I want to do with my hand here is get it right here, right over the spine. And then I'm going to stretch like this. And remember, to breathe, the deep relaxed breathing. And it's also helpful if you imagine you're breathing in and out of the joint. Now I'm pressing my head backwards a bit, so I don't want to be like this. If I press my head backwards, I get more stretch on my shoulder, but if I let my head droop forward, then that stretch is lost. So press backwards a bit into the back of your head, into your elbow. Okay. And the other side. And this is going to be a bit of a challenge for me. Okay, so I want to get the hand in right over the spine. Okay, there I go, I've got it. And yeah, this tricep muscle is very tight. So I need this stretch. And again, I'm pressing the back of my head into my elbow. Not too hard, but definitely not letting the head droop forward. Okay, now one more stretch, and that's this one. This gets the shoulder and the neck as I will tilt my head to the side a bit. So you can see I'm pulling my hand this way, tilting my head to the side. Breathing into the shoulder area. And when you breathe out from the joint, imagine you're breathing out the stiffness, the stale qi, and any pain or illness. Okay, now we'll do the other arm. So this is the shoulder I had surgery on. But while it is back to functioning, it's very tight. So once again, pulling this way and tilting the neck that way as well. So the shoulder is very important. In fact, we could call it the shoulder junction. And the importance to your energetic body, your energy body, is that 6 channels flow through the shoulders and down the arms, from the torso through the shoulders and down the arms. So if your shoulders are relaxed and loose, the energy can flow freely up and down those channels. But if your shoulders are tight, then the energy is going to be constricted in those channels. And 3 of those channels are heart, lung, and pericardium. So very important to regulating the energy in the chest area is to keep the shoulder junctions relaxed. Okay, so those are stretches. Now a shoulder exercise that I learned in a seminar in Pittsburgh in 1995 with this character, Quan Sai-hung. The book, The Wandering Taoist, was written about him. So he's quite an interesting person. So this exercise goes like this. We're going to move the arm like so. So here, the palms facing in, and then the palms turning out. The eyes follow the hand. So palm face in, palm face out. So what I'm trying to do is get a nice stretch without locking. So a nice stretch, but not locked. And 12 of these is a good number. Okay, now the other direction. So palm face in, then turn out. Now palms in, and palm turns out. It has to turn out, because if palm stays in, I don't know about you, but I can't go any farther than this. So remember that, oh yeah, turn the palm in. Turn the palm out, excuse me. In. Turn the palm out, and then in. Again, the eyes follow the hand. Okay, now the other arm. So we'll go backwards first, so palm face in, and then the palm turns out. Palm turns in, the palm turns out. And now forward, palm faces in, then, okay, palm face in, and palm turn out. And then in, and out. So, coming forward like this, almost like you're chopping something, palm facing in. Okay, now I'm going to do some more exercises for the shoulder. I'm going to do them sitting. So, first exercise is the Pada, P-A-I-D-A, which is the massage by patting. And remember that we have two kinds of patting, the martial patting and the scholar patting. And I think this calls for scholar patting. So remember, the martial patting is like this. You make a loose fist. And martial patting would be like this. It's just kind of a tad short of bruising. Okay, scholar patting, more gentle. And what we're going to do is we're going to pat downward. We're going to always pat downward here along all sides of the arms. So we're going to start with patting the left arm. It doesn't matter what you start with, so I'm going to do the outside. Loose fist. Scholar patting. And I think this is 9 times. So now I'm going to turn this way, and I'm going to pat down this way. So this is the yin side of the arm. This is the yang side. So the yin side is going to be more sensitive. So definitely that would call for the scalper patting, not too hard. Remember that the fist is loose, like you were holding a large marble in the palm of your hand. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side. So I'm going to do this part, the yang part, and then I'll do the yin part. Now I'm going to turn my arm over and do the yin side. Okay, so I was aiming for 9 times each side, 9 times down. Okay, your arms may now feel all tingly and alive. That's good. That means we're waking up the qi channels, getting the qi to circulate. Now, dredging the channels. Now, we're going to use the Lao Gong gate as we have many times before. The abundant energy in the Lao Gong gate will stimulate the flow of energy in the channels of the arm. We're going to exhale and go down the yin channels, so the inside of the arm, and then we're going to inhale and come up the yang channels. Okay, so exhale down the yin channels and inhale up the yang channels. Okay, we'll do that 7 times. Mind under the palm, so exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, and in. And then the large intestine 11. I have a crease right here in my elbow, okay? And at the end of this crease right here, this is large intestine 11. And that one, if I probe around in there, it sometimes really hurts. I'm going to turn that, massage that 36 times counterclockwise. This is good for tendonitis in this area as well, the tennis elbow. Just using the tip of the thumb, well, the thumb pad, not really the tip, because that's where the nail is. And then I'm not pushing the nail into this. This is not designed to be painful. Okay. Now, we're going to massage Hegu, or large intestine 4, which is located here in the webbing between the bone that goes to your index finger and the bone that goes to your thumb. So right there in that webbing. And remember that this point is forbidden in pregnancy, okay? So we're just going to circle the thumb counterclockwise 36 times. Okay, so remember, if you show anybody this exercise, remember to point out this point not to be used if someone thinks they might be pregnant. You never know where the knowledge goes, so it always has to go with its caveat. Now the other side. So we're going, exhaling and going down the yin side with the mind under the palm, and inhaling and going up the yang side 7 times. Mind under the palm. Okay, now I should have told you on the other side, first we do the large intestine 11. So the crease here goes right to this point, and right at the end of the crease, I push in with my thumb and use about 15 pounds of pressure. You can monitor that or explore that feeling on the bathroom scale. 36 times counterclockwise. And then we do the large intestine number 4 Hegu, 36 times counterclockwise. Okay, so those are the shoulder exercises. So, exercises for the spine. And of course, we have to keep the spine flexible. The danger, I think, in this situation with the virus is that we are not going to be active enough. So it's good to get out, do a walk in the fresh air, and also to do the exercises, and to get up every hour and move around a bit. So the first spine exercise we'll do is the warm up with the spine sigh. So spine sigh, we're going to press the T12 area, so approximately here. I'm going to put the hand there, the back of the fist there. And I'm just going to exhale and press. Just had a release of joint tension in my shoulder. Okay, so pressing T12 area into the back of the fist. Exhale. Inhale. Oh, last instructions on the shoulder Qigong, where we did the sitting massage. Don't wash your hands or bathe with cold water right after. You wait a half an hour after the exercise. So I don't know why anyone would want to bathe in cold water. I don't know. Well, I guess maybe if it were summer and you wanted to jump into the swimming pool. Okay, spine sigh. And now we'll do the all-season Qigong. Rather shorter than we would normally do for the spinal Qigong, but the shoulder exercises took a lot of time to instruct for the first time, so normally we would do more repetitions when we do the all-season. So interlock the fingers. Inhale, exhale. Stretch out any tight places. And continue deep breathing. Come back to center. Inhale. Exhale. And I'm doing just a little bit of pulsing here, maybe moving an inch to and fro with the waist. Inhaling, coming back to the front, turning to the other side, pulsing gently. Inhaling, come back to the front, and once more to each side. Inhale, come back to the front. Exhale, turn to the side. Inhale, come back to the front. Take a wrist, stretch up, exhale and bend. Inhale, come back to center. Change to the other wrist, stretch up, exhale and bend. Inhale, come back to center. One more time to each side. back to center. And stretch up, exhale and bend. Inhale, come back to center. Now we'll exhale, bend the waist and move the hips around to loosen the lower back.
Squat down with your feet flat.
Lift up your heels. And come back up. Now the shoulders. Bring the shoulders forward. Inhale. And roll them to the back and exhale. Stop with your shoulders in the back. Now inhale with your shoulders held back. Change direction. Exhale when your shoulders come forward. And alternating sides. Inhale on one side. Exhale on the other. Stop on the exhale side. Now inhale on that side. Change direction. Exhale on the other side. All right. Drop the chin onto the chest. Roll your head to the side. Gently stretch out the muscles on the side of your neck. Then roll down, put your chin on your chest again. And roll up the other side. And continue rotating slowly from side to side. Yeah, and then bring your head upright. And we'll do Buddha explores the sea. So we take a shoulder width stance, bend the waist slightly, stretch the neck muscles evenly forward. And inhale. Exhale, turn your head, look up at the ceiling. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale. Turn your head, look up at the other ceiling. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale out. Inhale in. And come back upright. And I'd like a little bit wider than shoulder stance for the horizontal circles we'll do next. Coordinating with the breathing, inhale as the lower abdomen goes backwards. Exhale as it comes forwards. Focus your mind on the lower spine and sacrum. You know, something we should keep in mind during this time is that if you're like me and you've cut back on your other routine health care because you don't want to go out, I used to see chiropractor before the virus at least once a month, and acupuncturist also at least once a month. And I haven't been to either one. Well, I've been to the chiropractor. My neck just got so bad I couldn't stand it. Been to the chiropractor a couple of times. But I think because I stopped doing these out of concern about possibly being exposed to the virus, my allergies this summer were worse than ever. And also stiffness and joint stiffness, muscle stiffness. So we have to guard against, we have to think about ways of compensating if we're doing that sort of postponing the regular routine things we do for ourselves. And we need to be sure that we keep moving to help compensate for the things that we're not doing because of concern about exposure. Come back to center, turn slowly to the other side. Come back to center and reverse directions. Continue to coordinate with your breathing. Continue to focus your mind on your lower spine and sacrum. Turn to the side. Gradually come back to center and turn to the other side. Come back to center. Slowly make the circle smaller. We'll come to a stop and we'll wave the spine, working on the lumbar section, not bending too low. And keep the head about right up here, not down there. Remember that when you do the all season for spinal health, you want to work your way up to maybe 24 repetitions in each of the positions. So that would be like 24 to the front, 24 to the side, and 24 to the other side. Gradually come back to center and turn to the other side. Come back to center, and now bring the wave up to the shoulders. Continue to coordinate with breathing. Inhale. Exhale. In and out. And remembering not to drop the head too low. The head is heavy and will strain your back if you drop it too low. And turn slowly to the side. Gradually come back to center and turn to the other side. Come back to center. Now we're going to add the arms. Now, if you can remember the normal feeling you have in your arms when you do this part of the all season, and do you have a different feeling today because of so much work we've done on the shoulders? Or do your arms feel any differently? Turn slowly to the side. And gradually come back to center and turn to the other side. back to center, one arm at a time. The other arm. Okay. Now let's take a couple of minutes just to return the qi to the lower dantian. So place your mind in the center of your lower abdomen on a level about 2 inches below your navel. Hold your mind steadily there as you breathe in and out. Since the qi goes where the mind leads it, if we can keep the mind focused in the lower dantian, we'll lead the qi back to its residence, the place where it can be stored. Okay, so let me ask, did anybody feel different when you did the all season? Did the arms feel any differently than usual?
Yeah, it felt looser and warmer.
Yes.
It felt a lot more relaxed.
Yeah, I have a very different feeling. I'm all tingly up and down the arms and the shoulder. When we were doing this, my arms felt so light, almost felt like they weren't there. That's very different than they usually feel. And I attribute that to the shoulder exercises. And so you can see the benefit is for the shoulders, but also for the chest area. Also the chest area feels a little bit different for me too, because we get the qi moving through those channels. And as a result, the organs and the flesh of the chest area benefit from the improved movement of the qi up and down the arms. Any questions on anything we covered today? Yeah, so if you have shoulder problems, I would recommend to do the shoulder exercises once or twice a day. And, well, you know, you have to have your mind in these, because when we do the exhale down, inhale up, the mind needs to be under the palm. So you really can't be watching TV or doing something else. You need to be focused on the exercise. Unlike, say, you know, the exercises we did I think it was last week or maybe it was the week before, you know, for the prostate, or marching in place and swinging the arms, then your mind can be somewhere else in those. But this dredging the channels, yeah, the mind has to be underneath the palms. Remember that effect is Faraday's law of magnetic induction, where the abundant qi in a normally healthy person in the Lao Gong gate stimulates the flow of qi bioelectricity along the channels of the arm, or wherever else you happen to put Lao Gong in massaging your body. Well, thanks for coming today, and I'll be there tomorrow. See, I have to do this, and if you join in on with me, it makes it more fun, that I don't have to do it all by myself. So, but yeah, I will be doing it regardless.